recording.
Yeah, there we are.
How did I forget that was the function I went to my phone for?
What are we doing?
Doing our podcast. This is I know what I'm talking about.
I think you forgot what we were talking about.
I forgot what I was doing 100%. But guess what? That's why we're a team.
Yeah, and if you forget, I'm gonna just stare at you for a little bit until I remember you forgot. Then I'll be able to say my part, so I don't forget.
For sure.
But this is, I know what I'm talking about. Oh, that was fucking good.
Fucking awesome.
That was good. It's been a little bit since we've done this, guys.
It has. It's been at least a couple weeks.
Yeah.
We tried to front load so we didn't have a big ass gap, but we're at least 2 weeks behind on a release.
Just looked at the monitor again.
I mean, it's so big. It's right there. How can you not look at it? Pause.
Yes.
Everything I just said.
Now I see. I
yeah.
see how it feels.
Oh man,
okay.
to experience things from the other side.
Yeah, right.
I just looked at it too. I'm going to be looking at it the whole time. I can't help it. It is what it is.
You had a road trip, not a road trip, a work trip.
Work trip. Yeah. Yep. So I was out in Cali for a full week. Actually, it was like Sunday to Friday.
That's dope, man.
So it was a long work trip, but it was cool. It was my first time in the office at my new job. And got to meet a bunch of people in person.
Showing the socks he got me while he was out there. They say LA, but I'm not flexible enough to
get it in focus. Oh, yeah. Hey, you got to pull it all the way back to you so it gets in focus. Oh man, yeah. I was shopping around and I was like, saw the stance and I was like, I'm gonna grab Sam some socks.
Yeah.
And then I almost didn't give them to you because I was like, should I just keep these for myself? And Dana was over here. She was like, don't be an asshole. Give them to Sam.
Right? Dad, don't do that. In fact, I should go look in your drawers and see if I find any other socks that I like.
Don't go looking through my drawers, first of all. Big mistake. No, I was just like, because I was like, I literally didn't get anybody else any gifts or anything.
Remember
just
that.
Sam.
Remember that. If y'all ever are curious who he likes more, the most...
The evidence is there. I mean, although I did bring myself back a bunch of weeds, so there's that. So I'm number one in my own heart. You're number two.
I guess I can be the shit.
Whatever works, man. No, but I came back and we hung out, and I am super, super mad at what happened the day that we hung out. So
it's hilarious, y'all. This it normally happens to me, but poor Nick.
I mean, I have complete bad luck and specifically bad restaurant luck. Yeah. So we hung out and I was like, it was actually your idea. You were like, hey, I'm coming over. Why don't we get that burrito place that you talked about on the podcast?
I fucking love burritos and I've been jonesing it.
And on top of that, I didn't have one single burrito while I was in LA. And so I was like, all right, let's go.
You done fucked
excited. Our other homie, Anthony, was here. And it was like...
Shout out Uno Mas.
I'm like, all right, I'm about to show you guys this amazing spot that I found in Dallas. And it was exciting. We were hungry. Anthony was hungry. He hadn't eaten all day. He was like waiting for us to have dinner. Because he traveled in from out of town.
Yeah.
We go to the fucking burrito place and we order chips and queso. Legit
on point.
Chips and queso.
On point. And real queso, not the California queso.
Yeah, it wasn't just cheese. The queso was good, right?
It was very good. It had like enough of a kick that it's spicy.
Yeah.
But not enough to take away from the good flavor.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
That's like a fine line.
I love that. You want to be able to taste the food. Like I want the flavor. And it definitely does that. We get our burritos. And I think I took a bite first.
Yeah.
And I was like, I took a bite and I was eating it and I looked at y'all and I was like, y'all, this is bad today. And I think you might have thought I was joking.
Nah. I mean, hear me out. Like fully on this. This is me as a person. And like, maybe because I've been on the other end and like I've gotten harsh, like, you told me this and it was going to be. I took a bite and like I got like a hard piece of rice and I was like, oh, maybe it's just the first bite.
Yeah.
And then you said something and I was like, well, maybe let's try another bite. Like, oh, it's the second bite too.
It was bad. It was so bad. It was like they scraped the bottom of the pan to get the hardest, crustiest pieces of rice left over in all 3 of our burritos.
I don't know. It's the poor kid that was working back there. I don't think he's ever going to make that mistake again. Unless he's just pissed at the world and like this is his way of taking it out on everybody.
I appreciate your optimism because when I saw that kid, I was like, that dude doesn't give a fuck about his job. He doesn't care what he's serving up to people. Like, just like, there was just something about him that I just saw and I was just like, he doesn't give one single fuck, which I don't blame him.
Yeah.
It's just a job. It's just a fucking job.
I've definitely been at jobs before where I had that feeling.
Absolutely. I do not blame him for that. I just wish I was not on the receiving end of that. That's all. Oh my God. But it was so bad that like every single bite of that burrito had hard. I mean, like this is the hardest rice I've ever eaten in my life. Like
for sure.
I've fucked up cooking my own rice and been like, gotta eat it. This is my rice.
Yeah.
I paid for this, whatever.
And it definitely wasn't like undercooked. This was overcooked rice.
Absolutely.
And there's a difference. And like I think I could have bigger grace for the undercooking than I can for overcooking, because overcooking means you legit just scraped the bottom.
100%.
And then mixed it all together.
And like to that point, there's no mistaking how fucking bad this rice is. Like you can undercook rice and you don't know until you go to eat it.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, I fucked up, whatever. This dude had to scrape into the bottom of that shit to get that rice out of there. And he had to do that for all 3 of our burritos.
What if at home he's like, this is my favorite part of the rice, the hard part. He's like, I'm helping these people out.
Yo, they're about to be stoked I'm giving them the dopest part. No, man.
He's behind him. He's at the grill and he's like, oh, hell yeah, they're coming back to say thanks to the chef. Let me take all the credit real quick.
Yeah.
And then he looks, he's like, wait a minute, what?
Dude, no, man. It was so bad. So we took the food back. Like we were debating.
Yeah.
I kind of wasn't. I was at the forefront of being like, I don't want to eat this. Let's go say something.
I appreciate that because, there's a reason I'm dating the woman I'm dating. She is going to tell them, I ordered this plain.
Yes.
God dang it.
Yeah.
It ain't going to be me.
Dude. And you know what? Like there's a fine line between like standing up for yourself and like advocating for yourself and being an asshole.
For sure.
And I think part of that line is picking and choosing your battles, right?
Yep.
Like sometimes, like, you know me, I'm a cilantro hater. I can't eat cilantro. It's disgusting.
I
Tastes
love
like soap
too.
Oh, that's horrible.
Oh, never mind.
Well, it makes sense why you like both. No, but there's definitely those times where like I'll ask for no cilantro. If something will come with cilantro on it, and I'll be like, I kind of knew what I was getting into coming to this place, or it's just a big, tuft on top. Like, whatever, I can deal with it. And then there's other times.
I've never.
I don't know why I said tuft, honestly.
I don't know what is it.
But you knew what I was talking about.
I knew exactly what you're talking about.
Y'all know what I'm saying too.
Hell yeah.
It's a little tuft. And, but sometimes it's like, whatever, I can grin and bear it. And then other times it's like, I was very adamant about this and I'm kind of upset you didn't listen to me. Or I asked you, does that have cilantro on it? And they said no. And then it comes full of it. Like there's times where it's like, I know how to pick and choose. And like, I hate being the guy that has to send his stuff back or whatever. Like, I don't want to do that.
For sure.
Anytime I can avoid that, I will. This was not one of those times.
And what makes it so much worse is like, we did an episode talking about this.
Yeah.
He goes there on a regular.
This was like my 6th time going there.
Now looking back, I kind of feel bad. Like, maybe I should have been the one to be something like, hey, can we get our money back? Because this wasn't. Because now you going back there might be a little weird. Or maybe they're going to like step up their shit and be like, oh, fuck.
I hope so.
This is also in the house. Do not worry about paying.
Yes, because they gave us the money back.
Yeah.
And then, but the guy did say, he did remember me from coming there before. And he was like, come back. I promise, like, we'll do better, basically. And he's like, your next one is on the house.
Dope.
So I hope that holds true. Just as a gesture. Not that I don't want to pay them for their hard work or whatever. I'll probably be like, yo, I'll pay like half of this. Or, give me the burrito for free. I'll buy the chips and queso and a Topo Chico or something, right? Right. Something. Because I don't want people just... I'm not trying to get over on your business.
Right. It's not at all. God bless. If that was your personality, this podcast would not have. It's like, man, can you believe fucking Nick is setting shit up to try?
I mean, listen, I've not always been in control of my temper and my attitude, but I'm trying very hard to be a very good person, the best person that I can possibly be. But that person just could not eat that hard rice.
No.
It was inedible. Like, it actually was inedible.
I was trying to find a way to eat around it, and I was about to throw in the towel.
Yeah.
It's worth biting.
Yeah. I mean, it's if it was the side,
right?
If that rice came on the side of something that I ordered, I'd be like, I'm not eating the rice. I'm kind of bummed because I like the rice, blah, 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 whatever. You know what I mean? Whatever. You take the L, you move past it.
For sure.
But that was the whole meal, man.
Right. And what makes it like rough is that everything around that burrito tastes delicious. It was a good ratio of everything.
Man.
A good ratio. Like, I don't even like, I mean, I'm not mad at lettuce being on my shit, but like, it's not anything where I'm like, oh, hell yeah, they got lettuce on the burrito. Same. But like, it was sitting there and I was like, this isn't that bad.
Dude, same.
And
because like, right.
It's like, what up?
You're like, oh, I hope that's not the lettuce. I'm the same way with the lettuce though. Like, I don't really care that it's in that burrito. Like, typically, that's not my favorite thing, but it's like, it's not like that burrito is really good. And I'm glad that you could see that through that horrible one-time experience. I'm projecting that out into the world. That was one mistake.
But unfortunately, we have to Keith Lee this, and I got to say that I'm going to give it a 2.
That's generous.
The only thing redeeming about it was all the sides that were in the burrito itself and the chips and queso.
Yes, chips and queso. Chips and queso on its own?
Yeah.
8.7. I think that's what I said last time. Burrito, that was a 1 for me, dog. It was horrible.
Oh, my God.
Man, but I just have bad luck at restaurants a lot.
I mean, I'm so like nonchalant and like so easygoing for food.
Yeah.
That like I can usually just make do because I myself am a picky eater. Like,
since fair.
My early on years, like seeing my brother and sister just like fuck up pickles. They would fuck them up. And like, we're talking about going to the movies, going to 7-Eleven, getting those like Ziploc bags. And I was like, shit looked good. And like, I ate one and like, I got one like half bite and like, I got like the vinegar. I'm like, ugh.
Oh man.
I hate pickles.
Dude.
I hate them. Like,
I mean, that's fair. I love them, but that's fair.
It was like so many points of like in my life needing to explain it to friends too and be like, well, no, like you can't just pick the pickle off. It's covered in juice.
Leaving the juice. Yeah, no, I get
everything. This is gross.
I 100% get it.
I can muscle through it now, but
yeah.
10-year-old Sam, no. 10-year-old Sam was not eating it or eating everything else around it.
I get it, man. I totally like. I'm not the biggest fan of like beans, other than like refried beans. I fucking love refried beans, and I was the same way when I was a kid because I was like beans touching it, bean juice, get it out of here. Now as an adult, I'm like, I can eat beans, I can order beans, and I will eat them in healthier ways than just refried beans because of the benefits of that food. And but what? yeah you got to clear out the system, bro. But yeah, I mean, in general, I'm like, I would say I'm also a picky eater.
Yeah.
But I'm willing to try things. I'm willing to branch out, especially way more as an adult. But man, I mean, so many times I'll say this, dude, honestly, I've had such bad luck with food that there's been like whole genres of food that I thought I didn't like just because I had a horrible experience. And then I tried it again, like as an older person, and I was like, wait, no, this is actually really good. The experience I just had with it was horrible. And one of those things, so speaking of like family stuff, I thought for the longest time that I didn't like steak.
Oh,
because
no.
I found out as an adult that my dad couldn't cook steak. Like the way
That's
that he liked it was like way overcooked, and he loved it, bro. And I would like, and I wouldn't understand because like I've told you before, like he would have parties and blah blah blah. Whenever payday was his like celebration that time, and so paydays he would go buy himself a steak, and he would put it on a pan and throw it in the oven.
Yeah.
And just turn that bitch up to high, and then just cook that shit till it was gray. And he loved it. And he would smother it in like A1.
Yeah, you better smother that
right. I think my dad just liked A1 because that gray ass steak was trash. And so like,
you ever take him to like a steak place and like let him get like a professional?
I don't think so.
Oh shit.
Because we never like
fuck up his whole world. Like, what the fuck is this? I wanted a steak.
Oh, yeah, no, he would be pissed. I guarantee. Because I definitely had heard him complain about like pink meat before and stuff, and just been like, that shit's raw, blah blah blah, whatever. And like but like my only experience with having and trying steak was the shit that he cooked, and I was just like, why does everybody like steak so much? Steak is horrible.
What's the deal with
steak? I thought it was like airplane food, bro. No, and I grew up. And I ended up like, I was dating a girl whose dad cooked steak on a grill for us one time. And I was like, what the fuck? This is incredible. It unlocked it for me.
I'm like envisioning like, oh my God. What's that guy who played Wolverine? Like he was in another movie where he's just like looking up. And like,
dude,
Hugh Jackman, God bless.
Dude.
What is it? Life? No, something. Some movie where he's like old as fuck, and then like he goes through life, and like at one point in the movie he's bald, but at this point he looks like Jesus.
I don't know what you're talking about.
God.
Holy shit! I thought I knew for a second, and then I was like, I couldn't piece it together, and then you started saying that, and I was even further away from it.
I just moved the whole goalpost, huh? All right,
we'll find it.
We'll clip it. I'll put it together.
Yeah, for sure, dude. Yeah, no, I was like literally like. Yeah, I probably shed a tear. Like, this is food? This is what this experience is supposed to be like? God. And then, I started ordering steak places, and I was just like, oh, my dad just couldn't cook steak. It's horrible.
I'm certain my family has some things about their food. Honestly, like for my family, the weirdest time, like, and like for the longest, I didn't get why people acted so weird, but my family, they do spaghetti. They do mac and cheese, but they use noodles, like pasta noodles.
Okay.
Legit.
Like long
noodles.
Spaghetti or fettuccine or something like that.
Yep. Just like that. And never once did it cross my mind as unique or weird.
Yeah.
Until a friend came over around, God, what holiday was that? Was it maybe Thanksgiving? It might have been Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
They came over and like, what the fuck is that? It's like, dude,
bro.
I was like, it's macaroni and cheese. Have you never?
They're like, no, it's not.
You want cultured swine? What the fuck?
They're like, point one, where's the Mac? Where's the Mac?
That's what Sarah says all the fucking time. And I'm like, it's just a fucking name.
It is pasta. A descriptive name of an ingredient in the meal.
What? No, I just saw something. That's macaroni technically is anything that whatever it's made out of. It doesn't have to be the elbow. So like you're thinking of the elbow is the macaroni.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what you say, I'll say it is unique.
Hey, did you go to the gym today? Or maybe you should go after this because you are stretching, bro.
I was like, where are we going with this? I was like, I knew we were going somewhere.
That is a motherfucking stretch. No, and I, you know what? You know what you're talking about because that is true. That is the truth.
I have had it. It is a stretch, absolutely.
And I know that you have been using that speech for quite a while to defend this pasta and cheese concoction from your family.
Yo, you got to go to the South, and then you tell me that shit ain't everywhere.
I listen. I'm not judging. We definitely had some fucked up stuff too, dude. Okay, so one time I love this. My brother. So me and my brother are 5 years apart. He's 5 years older than me. So a lot of times he was like stuck. He was relegated as my babysitter. And I'm sure I was a little bitch, little just bratty little shit. And I you know what? I don't even think I was bratty as much as I was. What are you doing?
Making sure
it's OCD.
Yes, it is.
You tap it 3 times. I don't think I was like a brat as much as I was like a baby. You know what I mean? Just like a whiny little baby. And I was crying to my brother that I wanted pancakes. And he was like, I can't make pancakes. And I was like, just make pancakes. Like, I want pancakes. And we had like a box pancake mix, whatever. So he started trying to make it. And he didn't know what he was doing. And so he goes for the flip and the whole thing just falls apart. And so he just mixes it all up in the pan. And he's like, here, it's scrambled pancakes.
I mean, he's not wrong. He's not wrong.
I was like, this isn't pancakes. He's like, it's scrambled pancakes. Just eat it. And I can't lie, it was pretty good. We just put some syrup on that shit.
Syrup saves a lot of things.
Absolutely. Did you ever have syrup sandwich as a kid?
Oh, for sure.
Absolutely, man. Sure.
We would put fucking graham cracker crumbs on it too.
Oh shit!
Get a little bit of a crunch.
That's kind of next level.
Yo,
if it wouldn't kill me, I would try that right now.
It was worth it.
Oh man, that's why I am where I am today. To be honest,
God,
yeah, dude, we used to just piece together whatever, man. Like,
what's that? Let me get some of that. I think the weirdest thing. This isn't even a family one. This is like a friend. They did a spaghetti sandwich.
What?
Yeah, and I was like,
I feel like I've seen that recently.
So I recently had it again for the first time at Charlie's.
Whoa, for real?
Yeah, they always have food out there for their Friday. I think Friday nights, like usually have someone selling food out there.
Just like a pop-up kind of thing. Because that place it doesn't have food inside.
No. This is like on a grill outside, like one that like they pull off a truck.
Yeah. Also
a little bit of a bummer because the original person was like a barbecue person.
Yeah.
Did you hear that story?
No.
Dude, so like he was going there selling food, had his barbecue grill on a trailer, pulling it behind his truck. Sorry. And he was driving off, and some drunk asshole from Charlie's ran out there, jumped on the trailer, fell off, called the cops.
Shut the fuck
He got
up.
arrested, and the shit got confiscated.
What?
Yeah.
Dallas, y'all are some fucking y'all be bullshitting.
We can't have nice things. I'm telling you.
Oh my God.
But yeah, it was there.
That's horrible.
A friend of mine, go back to the original story.
Yeah.
Made the spaghetti sandwich when we were living together, and I was like, this is some wild ass shit, because she used garlic bread for the bread. And I was like, oh my God, yo. Knock this shit out the park. Like, what are you doing?
Dude, that sounds amazing.
It was perfect because my mind was altered to the perfect point for that sandwich.
Hell yeah. Dude, speaking of, I saw a TikTok and it was this guy and he was like, or it kind of just started like he was like showing his girlfriend or his wife or something like what he made. Mm-hmm. And it was like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich that he fried or he grilled like a grilled cheese sandwich with butter and cinnamon on the outside.
Oh shit! Now I'm talking.
And he was like, showing her like it's this and that, and she was like, "Are you high?" And he was like, "Yeah, man, like so high." Like, but that sounded amazing, bro. I was like, dude.
I'm a peanut butter connoisseur. I never grilled up anything with cinnamon on it.
Dude, I used to love when I was a kid, I would do peanut butter and jelly sandwiches on toast bread because like if you put the peanut butter on the toast while it's like fresh out of the toaster, it gets a little melted.
Yeah.
Dude, so good. I used to love that shit.
And then you want to kick that up a little bit, add some syrup on there because the syrup sits so well in toasted bread.
Man,
yo, I don't know how I don't have diabetes.
You might. I don't know. You pee a lot, bro. You might.
Whoops. I've had it this whole time.
Oh, man. I'm going to get you a little monitor. You stick on your arm. We'll see what's going on. Dude, that's fucking crazy. These, like, it's funny, though, because there's always these, like, weird little concoctions and things. And, people did as kids, but like it was again not a unique experience. Like other people, I see it all over TikTok. Everybody like I even saw the fucking scrambled pancake thing on TikTok.
Yeah. And I've seen that more recently, and I was like, that's fucking hilarious. You were doing that shit,
dude. I know, and I like literally immediately sent it to my brother, and I was like, fucking scrambled pancakes, dude. Like, holy shit,
dude, hilarious.
Yeah, man. trying to think like if there's anything other weird shit that we would do, but I don't know. I mean, it was all just regular. Anything we could make out of the fucking free food we would get from the church, like
yeah.
We used to go there like once a week, and they just had like boxes of food you could take home. Mm-hmm. It was like that's like literally like where we got like government cheese and shit. And I remember there was this thing like I don't think I've ever met anybody, maybe like one or two people that knew what I was talking about, like exactly what I was talking about. But it used to come with these cans of meat.
Yeah.
And they were like so generic. Like it literally was a white label with like the shape of a pig on it that just said pork in like the cleanest like sans serif font. And there was another one that was like chicken, but the pork one always just like stuck with me.
Yeah.
And like very few people remember that thing. Like I've Googled it. Like you can find it online. Like, so I know I'm not tripping, like it exists.
For sure.
And, but like I've rarely ever met anybody who actually remembered that or had it.
In my head, I'm like imagining something spam like.
No, it's more like shredded, like pulled pork in like a juice, and you just fucking like heat it up and
why not
put it on a sandwich or something.
I'm sure they were testing a whole lot of shit out for the military kind of thing, and like I'm sure it branched off from something like that.
Dude, for real. I mean, I guarantee that's what it was, because it was like like government issue, like just like the cheese.
Yep.
The cheese is famous. Everybody knows about government cheese, but do y'all know about government pork?
You ever had that government meat?
Dude, and it was just like
pause. A whole lot of us are having that government meat right now.
Dude, tell me about it.
Real raw. Ain't no juices involved.
Bro, we're getting porked like a motherfucker right now.
God.
Yo, man, that was wild. That was too much for me even. Oh, dude, my God.
Well, on the note, I didn't think we'd be going on food this long. I think this is a whole episode. About
it pretty much is, yes.
I'm cool with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I had a note, because I was like, I don't know why I got stuck on the idea of this chocolate cake. But in school, they used to give us these little chocolate cakes for dessert. Mm-hmm. And it was like chocolate cake with chocolate frosting. And I don't usually like chocolate cake.
Yeah.
But I'll be damned if that shit wasn't my like gateway sugar, like to cake in general.
Yo,
I don't know. Did you ever have that in school?
I don't think so.
Dude, that was my shit. I would have traded a bunch of stuff for that.
Yeah.
Just like whoever else is like,
give me all your cakes.
You don't want that? You got the corner piece. You sure you don't want that?
No, dude, I don't know if I remember that. I'm not saying we didn't have it.
Yeah.
But I'm also not a big chocolate person, and so like it maybe just didn't stick out to me. Maybe I didn't give it a shot.
I wouldn't have given it a shot, except it was the only one left, and I was like, well, let's try it.
Yeah,
maybe I'll try the frosting only, and I was like, the frosting's not bad. Fuck. Then I got the cake too. I was like, oh shit.
So what I'm picturing in my head is like kind of like I mean, obviously just chocolate cake, but like almost like fake chemically frosting. No,
that was the thing. Like it wasn't like
legit.
It was like legit.
Dude.
I mean, as legit as it could be going to a school for mass production, but it wasn't the frosting that you would get at like a grocery store. Because I know that taste.
Okay,
I hate that taste.
Okay, you know exactly what I was talking about. Okay,
fuck
cool.
Those cakes, and like I'll eat them.
Yeah,
whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm barely eating it. And it isn't going to be a corner piece because it has way too much frosting on it. It'll be a center piece with the frosting on top and like a small line in the middle.
For sure.
But fuck those shits.
Dude. Well, I got a buddy out in LA who he's a chef.
Yeah.
But he, for a long time, has worked in schools, like in cafeterias. And I made a post once or something. I don't even think I was fully talking shit about like cafeteria meals, but I'm sure I said something negative, and he chimed in and he was like, bro, like we're legit in there cooking. Like he like broke it down for me. And so like, I wouldn't be surprised. There was somebody in there very passionate about making that chocolate cake.
It wasn't even just my school though, because other schools had it.
Yeah.
It was to the point where I was like, God damn, how do I can bring some McDonald's to some kid and be like, give me your chocolate cake.
Yeah.
Now. I got McDonald's fresh. I got a number one. It's like, I don't want to be that guy though.
For sure.
PTA meetings about some random guy trading McDonald's.
Hustling for cake looking ass. Damn.
Just as a note to all the parents, we just wanted you to know that we have someone on the grounds who was trading.
Oh my God.
I don't think they have it anymore. I've asked my niece and nephew.
Yeah.
I don't think they have that shit anymore.
Yeah, man.
It was a time
I'm sure
period.
it's all different.
Someone watching this hopefully is going to be like, I remember.
Yeah.
I remember
Let us know in the
chocolate
comments.
Cakes.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
And the square pizzas.
Oh, dude, the square pizza was the shit.
So good.
I love the square pizza. Did y'all? Okay, did y'all have breakfast pizza?
No. We had breakfast. Well, actually, no, we didn't have breakfast. The only time we had breakfast was summer school. And they had French toast. And that was like, I was like, oh, what the fuck is this? That was my first experience with French toast too at school. And I was like, talking to my parents about like, why are y'all holding back this good ass shit?
Yo, that's fucking funny, dude. That's so wild. I'm trying to remember. I guess maybe we just went to school early, but yeah, we would go to school, we'd go straight to the cafeteria, and they would have breakfast there.
Like the waiting area.
Yeah. And they had breakfast pizza, and it was a square pizza, and it had I think it had like sausage, but it was breakfast sausage.
Oh, okay.
So it was like,
I'm not mad.
I don't even remember what else was on it, but I just remember that shit was so good. Like I was fiending for those breakfast pizzas. Like when they didn't have it, I'd be real bummed. And like that, like I would happily get up early to go to school to have breakfast pizza.
Right? Honestly, there needs to be a restaurant that recreates school lunch and school breakfast.
That would be
sure it already
insane.
exists.
It has to. It has to.
I'm gonna look right now on the podcast.
If it doesn't like currently exist, I bet it has existed. I bet someone's done it. And if not, we're deleting all of this and doing it. And then I'm about to make a fucking killing.
Dude, that'd be hilarious.
You know what it is? Somebody probably did it in LA or New York,
Mm-hmm.
and we're not cool enough in Dallas to get that.
Okay.
But I will say, Dallas has had a lot of really good food, a lot of really good restaurants, and I've had bad luck experiences at all of them. I'm just saying, like, I've like the only fight I've been in as an adult was in a restaurant.
Oh, okay. I was like, I thought you were about to say in the school. I was like, what the fuck are you doing?
No, a restaurant.
These fucking kids were coming out of nowhere and I was fucking all of them up. None of them had a chance.
I would probably still get beat up in school as an adult, honestly. Yeah, man. I mean, like, just, I don't know, dude. I fucking love restaurants. I love eating out. I love food. And I just, that's probably the only thing that I could have continuous bad experiences and be like, nope, I still have to do this.
I mean, you don't get to get out of that one unless your goal is, you know what, I'm just going to start cooking for myself.
And that ain't happening. That ain't happening.
Every now and then I like to cook for myself, but it's been a lot less lately. We started talking about it a little bit before, but like you get home from work and you got to get all the shit done and taken care of. It's like to the point where like I already do it, but like I need to do it even more. Where like a day is just dedicated to cooking for the week.
For sure. That's just so hard though, man.
For sure.
It's hard.
Like, that is a dedication of like at least 4 hours of your day. And then like, are you going to eat that then?
Right. And I'm so bad at like, if I try to meal prep, I get over it so fast. Like day 2, I'm like sick of it.
Yeah. How often did you ever order Chinese food knowing you were going to get a whole bunch of shit?
Dude,
like, okay, I'm good for a week.
I've done that recently. And I also, you know what? I did that this weekend with pizza. I ordered a pizza on Friday.
Yeah.
And I ordered, like, I specifically got like a large and some like cheese sticks. And that was my breakfast and lunch the next day. Cause I just like, that was the plan.
Hell yeah.
And then I weighed myself and I was like, maybe I shouldn't do that again. Because I mean, I'm really excited that I am not 150 pounds anymore.
Yeah.
And I saw like a video of me from December and I was doing like a fit check for the Christmas party.
Yeah.
And so I was going through some like old files, like looking for something. And I saw this clip of me and I was just like, holy shit, dude. I was like frail. Like it was bad. I was real skinny.
You were thin.
My head looked big as shit. and I was like, I don't want to be that, you know, but I also don't want to get back up to 200
for sure.
Unless I'm like fucking stacked, which I ain't gonna be. So
you can get that gym.
I weighed myself this weekend after eating pizza for 3 meals in a row, and I was 180.
Oh shit, getting up there.
And so I was like, you know what? I need to stop getting that pizza. I went to the grocery store. I have some chicken and vegetables that I'm gonna cook when you leave tonight. And
what's the ideal weight?
I think probably 175.
Okay, that's not crazy.
Yeah,
I mean, in all honesty, like my ideal is probably floating close to like 200, 205.
Yeah,
but like whenever I was younger, I went about it in the wrong way.
Yeah,
and like how you said you look at photos and like, damn, I was fucking frail. My head is just. I didn't do any fucking neck workout.
Oh,
and I just had this fucking, it looked like those like sewing pins where it's like, it's just like a ball on top. Like that shit was my head.
Yo.
I'm going to get push pinned into some cork board.
Oh my God. Yeah, man. You don't need that.
Nah,
you don't need that.
We're going to keep some weight on this.
Yeah, man. I definitely I'm not worried about being I'm not trying to be like super fit or anything. Like I'm not being unrealistic about that. I don't want to be too fat. I don't want to be too skinny. I want to be right in the middle.
Yeah.
I want to be a healthy weight because I had no muscle mass either when I was at 150, which is insane to me that I was that skinny.
We got to get you on a bike. I don't know where you're going to put it. Tight quarters.
True.
On your patio actually might work. Just keep it covered so no one's like looking at your shit.
Yeah.
But man, it's so fun.
I want to. I'm scared. I'm so old, man.
That is the old man sport.
I guess that's fair. I've been doing old man exercises.
Yeah.
I've been doing calisthenics, which I don't even really know what that is, but yeah, I've been doing it. I've been stretching. I've been doing like mobility stretches and shit. I sound like a 55-year-old. And I am just barely over 40, but
yeah, man, it's coming. It's creeping up. It's fucking.
You're gonna be in way better shape than me, that's for sure.
I hope.
I was very unhealthy when I turned 40.
Yeah,
I'm happy with like where I am right now for everything that I've been through, but you'll be all right.
I hope so.
You'll be all right.
You put in some serious work, and I'm proud.
Thanks,
I'm
man.
fucking proud of that shit.
And I'm going to continue that because I hope the next time you see me, I'm not 180. I hope I'm 175, but still looking good and healthy and fitting into all the new clothes that I bought.
Hell yeah.
And not having to go back to my larges. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Although maybe one day I'll be like fucking ripped and then I need the larges just because I'm so muscly.
That's an annoying thing to talk about. Like, not to change subject or say that I'm so big, but like the little bit of like kettlebell workout I've been doing, I've noticed like some jackets are a little tight. And like for sure. But it's tight here now. And I'm like, all right, that ain't fucking fat. That's muscle.
That's an okay problem to have. Not the best.
No.
But it's better than it only being like, this ain't fitting, you know.
I have some dope jackets that I like. I have a Topo like canvas work jacket that I fucking love.
Dude,
I just messed it up on the shoulder. It's a small spot and it's covered by the collar, so we're good. But like I was like, damn, if I get too big, I can't rock this like the way I like to rock it with like a hoodie underneath. It's too tight. Dude, they don't even sell it anymore.
You gotta take care of that shit, bro.
Yep.
Just like you gotta take care of you. You gotta eat good shit. You gotta, balance everything. Balance your chocolate cakes with your grilled chickens, and you're doing great. You're drinking water. You look healthy.
Hey,
you look like you know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I think I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about.
I know what I'm talking about.
Another great episode.
Another one. Thank you guys so much for checking everything out. We love you guys.
It's been real. Like, share, subscribe. I was just looking at the monitor again. I've been good this whole episode. Peace out, y'all.
Peace.